Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a legacy game from Stonemaier Games, and that game is called Charterstone. Charterstone is a game for 1 to 6 players, plays in about 60 minutes from Stonemaier Games. This is a legacy game, which means you're going to have to play through a certain number of games before you can get the whole entire game completed. Meaning, yes, you may win the one game, but an overall winner will not be done until the whole entire campaign or legacy experience is completed. What you're doing in this is you are trying to play some workers, gather some resources, build some buildings, open some crates, and just make the king happy or mad. Your choice a lot of the times. Worker placement game, go to the spot, do the thing, and then use the resources to do other things. You know, normal Stonemaier things. You can also bump workers like in Euphoria and Viticulture and all that stuff. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table. Check it out.
Spoiler alert.
Alright, so here's a game of Charterstone, all set up for 2 players. Before I go any further though, this board is going to be super spoilerific, so I'm not going to go into a ton of stuff that's on the board. I'm just going to tell you how to play, and if you don't want to know anything about the game, just skip over to the final thoughts if you want to know what I think about it or if you care. So to set up, you're going to give each player a player color, so I'll be gray. We're also going to have purple, and then you're going to get some resources maybe, and you're going to get a persona card, which is going to be your little character. Again, this is a spoiler one, but it's going to give you just like a player ability or something. And then you're going to play. You're going to roll the dice to see who goes first. So, and you're going to keep going until you get somebody that, some symbol. So that would be purple. So purple will go, oh no, who is it? Yeah, purple. So purple goes first. And then you're going to play. The game is pretty easy. On your turn, you're going to take a worker, and you're going to put it on a space and take the action. There's going to be basic resources that are going to generate iron, coal, wood, wheat, pumpkins, and clay. Then you're going to be able to use those resources, turn them into other things, or do some stuff. I'm not going to talk about the cubes on the board because, again, that's a spoiler. In these middle section here, this is how you're really going to progress the game. So this is going to let you build buildings, which the building cards are going to look something like this. And you're going to be able to peel that sticker off and put it on the board. This is how you're going to open crates, which is going to direct you to some cards in the game to progress the game and learn some new rules. This is how you're going to score objectives, which are down here, which are going to give you some points, give you 5 points in the game. This is how you're going to get money, and this is how you're going to get more cards to be able to play during the game. So you place your worker, take the action. Another worker can come, they can bump you out. Normal Stonemaier stuff that, you know, they like to do. Then, if you have both your workers out on the board, you can't place anything, you have to pull them all back. So you either place a worker or you pull them all back. What you're trying to do in this game is you're trying to, 1, score the most points over the course of each game to win, to get some trophies. Then you're going to also try to do these guideposts, which that's also spoiler, so if you don't want to know, don't look a ton of that. And you're also going to be trying to unlock different things on the back of these boxes here to help you start more games with better stuff. So that's kind of what you're doing here. And every 10 points is going to give you a star, just some good stuff. Throughout the course of the game, you want to get some reputation, which is going to give you some extra points. And every time you build one of these, it's going to move this little track over here. It might let you put some reputation on the board, might give you some income, might do nothing. And then once it hits there, that ending spot right there, that's the end of the game. And based on the number of players is where you're going to start this track. You can play 6, but I've never played 6. I've only played a maximum of 4. So we've been playing all of our games right there. So that's the crux of the game. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to ruin it. But you're going to have 2 meeples. The sizes are irrelevant right now. Or at least when you start the game. And you're also going to have some of these influence tokens, which are going to be another currency in the game that you're going to be using them on the board. You're going to be using them to spend sometimes to get some things, and they're just going to give you more stuff. There's also going to be minions you can unlock, which I have a golem. We've also unlocked a robot. There's a whole pile of them. I'm not going to go into that Just know you can unlock some more stuff as you go. And that's the gist of Charterstone. It's a worker placement game. Go converting resources into other resources to score points, to try to have the most points and win as many games of the 12 games as you can. So that's enough talking about it poorly, quickly, because I don't want to give too much away. Let's go to the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Charterstone. So first, let me say, I've only played through 4 games, so I don't know if that invalidates my opinion or what, but I feel like after 4 games and seeing what this game can do, I have the gist of what I think about it. Yes, I haven't seen everything. Yes, it could amp up through games 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I understand that. I get it. If it changes my opinion drastically, I can come back after I'm all the way done and make a new video. But I just wanted to be open. Played 4 games. Want to be honest. That's where I am. So, this game has great components. You saw it on the table. The artwork is really clean and slick. I love the white. I love the way that the island pops. I love the way that the stickers look on the board. The little meeples are just normal meeples, but the minions, spoiler still, are all cool shaped meeples. All the resources are, the shape of the resource, which is cool. Coins are metal. I didn't show that, but it's metal coins, which is pretty slick. Any game that comes standard with metal coins is cool. So let's talk about this game. So this is a worker placement game, like I already said, with a legacy aspect attached to it. So you're playing a competitive game, trying to get the most points, but you're also working together through actions in the game to tell the story of the overarching 12 games. Now, let's talk about the game on its own merits outside of the legacy. This is a standard worker placement game. So, I don't particularly think this is the deepest worker placement game in the world. I could play Lords of Waterdeep and I would get the same, maybe the same kind of feeling playing that game as I do just playing this game. Meaning I go to a spot, I take the resources, I convert those resources to other things. Or I could play Viticulture from Stonemaier and get a lot of the same feel of this game in that game. So that's my opinion of the gameplay. Nothing stand out, nothing spectacular, but fun. And it's pretty easy for a lot of people to jump in and just play the game. Now, let's talk about the legacy piece. So the legacy piece is what makes this game worth playing. I don't love legacy. Everybody knows I don't care about story. I don't really care about theme. I don't care about any of that. But being able to open those crates to see what cards you get, to see what new rules you get, see what new minions you get, when you finish a game, seeing what happens from the guideposts, makes this game pop, because the game is just on its own, but the story and the way it changes from game to game kind of keeps you on your toes. Like maybe I have a awesome strategy that I won by 30 points in a game. Well, the next game's going to be different with some different stuff. So now I got to switch up that strategy and try something different to make it work. And that's cool. So it takes, the average gameplay and just adds some, with the constant switching up, just makes it a little more interesting than this game would be able to provide on its own. That's my opinion. Now, that being said, once you get done with all 12 games, you can continue to play the game on this board. And maybe that will be awesome because you'll have all the minions unlocked, you'll have all the stuff unlocked that this game comes with, and it'll be the complete experience that you'll get to play as opposed to easing into it. So maybe after the whole thing is said and done, when I want to play the game and there's no more legacy involved, maybe the game will be awesome. But just right now, after 4 games, I think the game is just all right. The legacy is amazing, though. I like the legacy. The opening the crates is all you want to do in the game, but then you need to do other stuff too. So I really enjoy the legacy. I can't stress that enough. The legacy part is cool. So, gameplay, meh. Legacy, awesome. But that's still going to merit a BGM accepted seal. This is going to get a 7.5 out of 10 on BGG from me, which is a 3.75 out of 5 on our arbitrary rent scale. That means absolutely nothing. But I like to give it the games that we enjoy. And I enjoyed this game. Not my favorite game in the world, not the best worker placement game in the world, but the legacy aspect really takes it up a notch, which I appreciate. So that's Charterstone from Stonemaier Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.